These are the 5 sounds that everybody struggles with when doing a British accent. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Smashing English. Before we start this video, be sure to subscribe because we make new videos all the time and I don't want you to miss any. So with that said, let's get on with the video. So let me get this straight. You are learning English and you want to speak with a perfect British accent. Well, first of all, let me tell you, a British accent doesn't really exist. But today I will be talking about the dialect received pronunciation. Received pronunciation is the standard British accent that you would hear on the news, from the royal family. This is the dialect we're talking about today. But just to confirm, a British accent can sound a lot of different ways because in this country we have a lot of different accents. But today we'll be focusing on received pronunciation. And there are 5 sounds that always seem to be a problem. So I'm going to teach them to you now in the hopes that you will have no more issues with these sounds after this video. All of these sounds involve an R. Yes, that annoying little letter that in received pronunciation we don't even really say, okay? So an R in received pronunciation is only pronounced if it comes before a vowel. So things like road or read or red, we pronounce those R's, but if it doesn't come before a vowel, then it gets tricky. So I want to talk to you about 5 sounds where the R is at the end of the word, because these are always a problem for people, okay? So let's focus on the first sound. The first sound I want to talk to you about is this one. See if you can do it first before I say anything. What do you think? How do we say that? Now, if you said nurse, you would be correct in lots of areas of the USA. So in somewhere like California, they would say nurse, nurse, with that that bunched R, and that's quite easy to say. However, in received pronunciation, we don't say that, okay? So this is what I like to call the thinking sound, because it's the kind of sound you would make if you go to a cafe and the person says, do you want coffee or tea? You might make this sound, tea. Okay, that thinking sound is what's going on here. So I want you to take the N and put it in front of the thinking sound. So we're going to go na, 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 and then just put an S on the end. Nurse, nurse. If you have to make a thinking face to help you, do it. It helps me. Nurse. Okay, can you hear there is no R involved? It's just an that's it. So your lips should be relaxed. Your tongue is pretty relaxed. The tip of it is just there, just resting on the back of your bottom teeth. It's just lightly touching it. It's not pressing against the bottom teeth. It's just sat, it's just chill. Nurse, 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 nurse. So it's a very relaxed sound, okay? Now what you have to fight against when you have an and then a consonant after it, like in this word, you have to fight the instinct to go try not to put an R in there, just literally thinking sound, consonant. So let's think of another word. What about the past tense of hear, okay? That becomes heard, heard. So we're going to make the thinking sound, then put a huh in front of it. So you're going to go, then just put a D on the end. Heard, heard. So that is the sound. Let me give you a few more examples with the purse, purse, her, her, first, first. Okay, so that is sound number 1. Let's go on to sound number 2. Now this one is so confusing because of the spelling. Often my students are really confused because this sound can be spelt a few different ways. So we've got or. So we can think of the word or maybe something like door, but also saw and war and before and Laura. So this one involves thinking forward. So your lips, they don't make an oo. It's not a tight oo like goose. It's or. Think about a fashion model, how they go like this with their lips. Maybe you've got a bit of lip injection in. So you're going to make a kind of pouty shape like this. Or, like that. So push them forward and imagine the sound going forward. Think of that word, forward. That is the sound you are making. The energy goes forward. This one is really confusing because it's got an AW, so it looks like it should be sow, but it's not sow, it's saw, saw. So let's compare the two sounds we have just looked at. So we had and or. So let's think of these two words. We have an animal's hair, fur, and for. Okay, so see the shape of my mouth. See how it changes. So we have fur, for, fur, for. Okay, notice my jaw for this one, how it drops. Fur, for, fur, for. Okay, moving on to sound number 3. This is what I like to call the choir sound because it sounds like a choir. Ah! So imagine you are in a choir and the conductor is in front of you and you all do a beautiful ah. Okay, the jaw goes down. Ah, it's open, it's beautiful, it sounds like, I don't know, someone much better than me. Ah, ah. Try and sing it a little bit. Sound as beautiful as you can. Ah, lovely. So this is in words like far. Okay, a lot of the time people see that ah and they want to end the word. They want to say far. They do the lovely ah sound, but then they change it at the end. They go far or car. Don't feel the need to give in to that instinct that makes you want to say the ah. You are just doing a choir sound. Ah, that's it. Now if you have this sound and a consonant after it, just make your sound and then do the consonant. For example, heart, heart, heart. I do my sound, then I put the T on the end. So let's think of some more words that have this sound. Art, art, father, father, jar, jar. Okay, so let's compare all 3 of these sounds. So, fur, for, far, fur, for, far. Okay, practice that until you can hear a distinct difference between them. Okay, moving on to the next sound. So let's look at the sound air, air, air. Can you hear that little roller coaster I'm going down? I'm going air, air. It's like you jump over a hill and then fall down. So I want you to start this sound by making the sound, like bed or head. Air. So you start there and then you release it. Air, 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 air. If you have to do these hands, great. Air, air, air. That last sound is a schwa. If you don't know what a schwa is a completely neutral sound. So it's like nothing going on, nothing happening. So you do the hard work at the beginning, you smile, you make air, and then you go air. And just drop it, release it. Air. I don't know why these hands help, but they really do. So let me give you some words that have this sound in it. Hair, hair, wear, wear. So let's compare the 4 sounds that we have. So we've got fur, for, far, fair, fair, fair. Okay, so let's try it again. We've got fur, for, far, fair. Yes, okay, we've got one more sound to do. Let's do it. This one is ear, ear, ear. Okay, so think of words like here, or beer, or we're. Okay, so that last one, air, started on the sound like bed. This one starts on an e, like sheep. So I want you to get into that E shape, into that smile, E, and then release it. Do that same release into a schwa. So you go here, ear, ear. Okay, ear. Okay, let's try that. Let me say a couple of words that have that sound in it. So we've got we're, near, mere. So let's put them all side by side and see if you can hear the difference. Okay, so just see if you can hear it. So we've got fur, fur, for, far, far, fair, fair, fear, fear. Okay, that is subtle. It's so subtle, but it's different, okay? Listen again. Fur, for, far, fair, fear. Okay, so notice those first three are straight and the second two have like a little shift. Okay, so try it with me. I will say it and then leave a pause so you can do it, okay? So we've got fur, for, far, fair, fear. Great. Okay, practice that as many times as you need to, okay? Record yourself, listen. Do any of them sound the same? Have you got 2 words that are exactly the same? If they are, you need to make some adjustments. So go back to the part of the video where I talked to you about that sound, really practice it, and then go back and try those 5 words. These are without a doubt some of the hardest sounds in this dialect. So if you can get these perfect, you've got nothing to worry about. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like. If you would like to follow us on Instagram, you can do so there. And if you would like an online one-to-one English lesson with me or my partner Bez, the link for that is down below. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Ta-ta!